Hello, beautiful beings. I just recorded a whole video and I didn't notice, but the timer that's on top was on the side. I didn't notice till right at the end that that was happening. And so I knew that my video would be sideways and I was going to re-record. And I have zero resistance around things like that anymore because I absolutely know for a fact that it happened for a reason. So incredible. It's weird too because this video that I just recorded that doesn't exist anymore, I really wanted to stop a couple times, but I didn't let myself because, I'm still maturing in my beingness and I'm really I'm still shedding. So as I'm learning to just be in my natural flow of just letting whatever come out, my mind wants to jump in there and interject or stop or do whatever it wants to do. And I'm still practicing not identifying with any of that when it comes up. So, yeah, so I've restarted and I want to show you my feather I found. Look, isn't it incredible? I live in Montana. So, I mean, it looks like an exotic bird feather to me. However, I've been asking the ancients and since I found it, and I believe it's from a magpie. Because even though magpies look black and white, I believe that their tail feathers, their under tail feathers, not under, but their tail feathers that are covered up by the top ones. I believe that this is them. I do. And as I'm showing you this feather, I'm seeing this ring that my dad gave me when I was 18 years old. He's one of my angels now. I hear him very clearly, and he dropped his physical form a little over a year ago now, and it's been really profound because he's so present. But like my mom said yesterday, he is doing his work and she is doing her work. And they were together since she was 14 and he was 16. And yeah, so this is her first year on the planet on her own since she was 14 years old without my dad. They were like one person, and they're twin flames, I believe. If there is really such a thing as twin flames, my mom and dad are. So what they are doing is the deepest work you can possibly do. Dad did so much work for about a year and a half before he dropped his physical form. He really went in so deep inside and was just working diligently. Not everybody that appears to be doing nothing is doing nothing. Often they're just traveling millions of miles inward. And my mom was also working diligently to just stay alive because, their bond was so strong that I just can't even imagine the depths of what she's been going through and what she went through, losing him in the physical way that she did. But the most incredible thing about their bond is they're still together, and she is incredibly aware of that. Not just like, yeah, I know we are. No, she is aware of it. And, she's just walked into a new phase of her own growth, and so has he. And, that type of work, the work that all healers are doing, is what's going to help heal the planet. It's true, because the work that my parents are doing, Dad on, back where we are, Dad doing his work there and Mom doing her work here on this earth plane still, is bringing a level of harmony to the planet that didn't exist before them. That's beautiful. No matter how small, I'm so filled with gratitude. My little body just can't seem to contain it. But no matter how small of a part you feel like you're playing on helping, beings wake up from their state of amnesia. It's not small if you're trying. If you're one person and you're recycling as much as you possibly can, you're helping. You're helping shift the vibration on the planet. It's not always about the outward appearance of, is it happening yet? There's so much internal work that has to be done to shift the vibration on the planet. And our natural state, that vibration is not even comparably stronger to the most evil vibration feeling you can feel on the planet. So the more, and they just show me the scales, so the more a being can dive inside, which doesn't seem to make sense to the person, but just please bear with me. Diving inside and contacting all that is. And I only say inside because I'm pointing at this physical form. All that is just here. It's not specifically inside, but that's where I feel it the most, in this physical form. So diving inside, no matter how loud the mind gets, diving inside and listening and just immersing myself in that blissful, undiluted silence that I am. That's where all my answers come from. That's where I raise my vibration, and it just spreads like wildfire on the planet. And there's no resistance to it. The only resistance that comes is from the mind that thinks it had all the answers and, just wants to know all this crap and has all this stuff to say. And I'm not saying that the mind is useless at all. Obviously we need it. And I feel more and more my mind is in its natural state of beingness. It's being used for its natural purpose, and that's to aid my existence on the planet. I didn't know that I wasn't the person. I didn't know that I was identifying with thoughts that I thought were me. But now I do. And so when thoughts come up and I start identifying with them and they start making me feel a certain way, I can see it really quick now. That's what practicing. It's all just practice. It's practice it's practice remembering who we really are, because it's actually really easy. My existence is really easy now. I'm not suffering it like I was on a daily basis before when my mind was so loud. My life is getting easier and easier now because I'm in my natural state. And we can't ever make the mind be quiet, but because that's what it does, is it thinks. That's what the mind does, it thinks. So trying to get it to do what is made to do is not possible. It's not even possible. That's why it's so frustrating to make it stop. To try to make it stop is because it's not possible, and just trying to make it stop adds resistance and more thoughts. So I don't want a bunny trail. But I just have to tell you, that leads me to 1998, I believe. My